for and foremost, mphsVinylJim and the missus. This is Sara, and this is my response to the Groovy Gatefolds contest. This is my contribution, and I've gone through all of my records here, and because I thought this was a really good idea for a contest, because I love cover art and in particular gatefolds, and I just found a bunch of things that were hard to choose, but let me start. So, nice contest, and in the background I have Hawkwind playing, Space Ritual, #1 of course, the best one, and this is also a contribution to the Groovy Gatefolds contest. Because, as you all know, the original one folds out like this, but in fact in 6 different, let me try to not rip it apart, squares like this, and on the inside it looks like this. And the first time I saw this, I was completely amazed, actually. So that's of course one of the grooviest ones I know, but I've got a bunch of them right here, and quite diverse taste. That's of course space rock from the 70s. I love my Hawkwind. And this is Coven, evil psychedelic music, very satanic. And this gatefold is really cool. They are having a black mass there, and that's the singer lying there. So that's a real cool one for me. Next one is some death metal from England. In fact, both Thrower and their second full-length, Realm of Chaos. And this is a bit different because, as you can see, it's very colorful on the outside, and on the inside we have black and white drawings. Really evil and somewhat nerdy as well, in my opinion. Which, of course, the Warhammer stuff, both Thrower, great death metal. And the next one, I just had to take this one because it's amazing artwork. On the outside, of course, is the really cool. And this is a reissue at the foil cover. This is Rolling Stones with their somewhat strange, their Satanic Majesty's Request, and yeah, a bit. They try to copy a bit of Sgt. Pepper here with the Beatles, but this is very weird music. I like this album, actually. Look at that. Also foil on the inside. That's really cool. I love that inside. I love it. Then next to some prog, some Jethro Tull, of course some English prog rock, progressive rock, and Stand Up. And this is the first pressing on the Pink Island label, so this of course has the guys standing up. Cool, eh? I like that. So that's the way that look. I like pop-ups. Really nice record. And of course another one I love this movie. Have you seen this movie? This movie is really, really strange. And Italian horror movie, of course, and Dario Argento has made it. And Goblin did the soundtrack to a bunch of his movies, and the best soundtrack in my opinion. And they of course were and are Italian progressive rock band, and they made their own albums as well. But this is Goblin, Suspiria, and the phone is ringing, but someone else will take it. And I think the most evil sounding music ever, and this is a reissue, so can you see that? One of the girls who die in the movie, actually the director, and some scenes from the movie, but it's really a nice pop-up. And the original, they weren't satisfied with the pop-up in that because it was wrong, so this reissue has the best one. Okay, let's move on to something different, and this is Comus, which many people know who they are, a folk progressive band from England, of course. First Utterance, of course, this is Comus lying there, but it's quite dark on the outside, yes, but look at these colors on the inside. Look, isn't that weird? And it's so fitting with the music, both the inside and outside. Doesn't that look a bit like a very weird fish? I think so. Dark and great music, of course. Then we have some American music, some 60s. This is their first album, and they later played a bit with John Lennon. But here they are, kind of a psychedelic, kitschy band. Elephant's Memory, and I love this cover. I didn't know what this was, but I bought it because of the cover for just $2 or something. So very colorful with the elephant and the naked band. But then we have this cool 60s, 70s kind of stuff. Like that. Also lots of colors on the outside, and very psychedelic on the inside, but in black and white. I like that. For something completely different. It is a Swedish band. They play a bit of a mixture of hardcore and sludge. Very heavy, and they're quite new to the scene. And I like them a lot. They're from Skåne, down under, you know, in Sweden. This is Pyramidal with their first album, Salt. And this is, it looks like something from the 70s, or maybe, you know, typical Swedish retro rock like Graveyard or Horizont, but no. This is hardcore sludgy, and they're actually, the band members are actually having some salt in their faces. They're actually wearing salt, so I found that very amusing. And yeah, an odd idea, and I just had to take this one with me into the contest because I showed this in my intro video, but I just love it, so excuse me if you see this too much. But the Sleep reissue of Dope Smoker, which I showed in my intro, and this was the Space Gatefold with the glossy moons. Really, it's very simplistic art on the inside, but really nice. So let's see. I was thinking about other ones, you know, like of course Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, with the picture of them inside, you know, in the gatefold, and such an Tarkus with Emerson, Lake and Palmer, but I think I've shown a couple of ones, about 10, but yeah, I need to show one last. I feel I have to close this a contest contribution with something. This actually was one of my first buyings of the progressive rock thing, and I have plenty of records with which have a cool gatefold on the outside, but this one connects with the inside and the outside very much, so it's a continuation, if you will. So I just have to show this. This is Toad. This is a brilliant album. Look at that. Toad there in the eye of the toad. Look at that. Isn't that one of the best, you know, if there ever was an animal contest, this would be my winner, I think. In the band. So, a close-up there of the eye. So, that's my last entry. And I hope you have enjoyed my contribution to this contest, and yeah, I will join some more contests because it's so much fun digging in your own record collection and also seeing what you other people throw in there. So, thank you, have a nice day, and hope all is well in Memphis for you people. Bye!